Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have 2 reads for you today. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have been enjoying your day. Okay, I'm going to get right to it. I have 2 Divine Masculine Twin Flame reads. The second one's on the table. The first one I'm going to read you, and I'll put the basic read up on the post. It is February 14th, 2020 today. The 14 is the Temperance card, and the day adds up to the 20, which is the Judgment card. So, all about patience and balance and making decisions. Heeding the call to action, making announcements perhaps, or hearing announcements. And I actually, I was doing a meditation when I went to sleep last night, and I had to wake up to turn it off because I'd fallen asleep. And I looked at the clock, it was 2:14, so that was kind of cool. So this first read, it got very windy today. It was sunny, but then it got really windy. It was cold here. Friday the 14th, not the 13th. And the first read, the SIRIAN STARSEED deck was cut at 9:46 to 49, actually. And the read was finished at 10:07. 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, 7 the Chariot. 46 was the 6 of Cups, and the 49 is the 9 of Cups. And the 9, of course, being the Hermit. The major arcana for the first read were Karma, which is like Judgment, Alchemy, which is like the Temperance card, Higher Self, like the High Priestess, and the Hanging Man. This is the SIRIAN Starseed deck, the main deck of the read. It's a 7-deck read. The clarifying decks are the Rider-Waite Mini. We have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We have the Numerology deck and the Romance Angels deck, as well as the Gilded Tarot and the Universal Golden Tarot. I think I got everything. Okay, so we had 2 in this read. This first read, we had 2 swords, 1 pentacle, 2 cups, and 2 wands. The court cards for the first read were the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, the Page of Cups, and then before the read, the King of Pentacles came up. After the read, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. We also had the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles come up, which can be considered people at times. And then the numbers in the code line today were all about self-love. We had double 1s and double 10s, so very high vibrational energy and justice represented there, as well as the number 9 being very important today. And that was, of course, it's the Hermit, but also endings and universal compassion, selflessness, the collective consciousness. And it was all about the number 9 on the code line, again, and self-love, and also the Queen of Cups, which is that very loving, nurturing, and intuitive energy. So the message was very simple here. It was about the key to the M, which is funny because the M from 007 came up, right? M is like the motherboard. So the M came up, the key of the M, or the 9, the collective consciousness, or the mass group people, the Queen of Cups in their high vibration and DNA, seeing the key in the I am presence of self-love. So just a couple things came up online. 9 Inch Nails came up, the singer Trent, or the musician Trent Reznor, or I'm not familiar with their group, so he was born actually in Pennsylvania, which was very interesting. Like 3 musical groups came up, so that was significant here. He was born in 88, so the 8 and the 8 comes up here again. An Israeli singer came up, Ofra Haza, who's like the Israeli Madonna. So the Madonna, the Mother Mary is coming up. And then Nin Mok, 2013 came up. An international conference on neutron imaging and neutron methods in archaeology. And that was from September 9th to 12th, 2013 in Germany. And Germany came up again, so that was significant. And first, like the ST of first, that was coming up multiple times for no reason. And both of them were 1 and then ST. But one was the first and the other one was 1.ST. So it was kind of interesting the way that came up. So singers and music were coming up. Germany, the mother, the first, and 13, the two numbers reflecting each other, 13 and 31 and 14 and 41. 13 and 31 being the death and the 5 of Wands expansion, and the 14 being the temperance card, and the 41 of new love, spiritual love, self-love. And of course the code line is all about self-love. So 41 was significant. The M, different things for M that came up were M from James Bond, and also M is a German 1931 film. Okay, so there's the other German and then 31 again. And that was about catching a child's murder. And Phoenician, M is Mem, or means water in Egyptian. M also stands for married, Mach, medium, metal, middle, sports, midfielder, molarity in chemistry, and Monday, Monsieur, month, mutual indignance, mass, mile, meter, masculine, milli, mega million, mature audience, and then of course M is 1000, and it means the 13th as well because it's the 13th letter. So here's that 13 again, and the th, the to the if. So that 1000 came up, which is the magician with a lot of source energy behind it. Methionine, magnetization, minor, meta, majesty, medicine, minute, morning, mouth, and noon came up for M as well. And then Nin also came up, N-I-N, who was a writer, Angela Ane Nin. And it's also a town in Croatia. So those were coming up. So the key, Mother Mary, and Jesus in Mass, or as opposed to Christmas, coming up the collective consciousness Mass. But either way, the key, Mother Mary, and Jesus in Mass with the Queen of Cups, high C is the key in the I am presence and self-love. So I was getting also to up your levels of vitamin C to keep you strong, your immune system strong. And just all about the high DNA, high vibration, high vitamin C, and is key to the I am presence, right? And helping you stay in that high vibration. So starting this first read was on Karma, upright, the judgment card. Also, Angela Ane Nin, her mother was coming up, Rosa, for the M also. So Rosa was coming up, and might be a reference to roses there. So Karma coming up is the first underlying energy. Beneath that was the 10 of Wands upright, the King of Pentacles reversed, the 8 of Swords reversed, and the Chariot upright. And I was getting for some of the Divine Masculines possible hard for him to not work and be still, or on strike and being stubborn. Okay, so just some of the energies that were coming up right off the bat. A judgment, announcement, wake-up call. After a burden with the weight of the world upon their shoulders, the King of Pentacles reversed, out with anxiety, or out of anxiety, prison, and on his way in a bold move to move or travel and or ascend. The Queen of Cups reversed and the world reversed, tripped up, dropping their facade, breaking patterns, but unable to find peace. The Knight of Wands rushing back in to reap rewards of the Divine Feminine's heart, and the King of Pentacles reversed and the King of Wands reversed, and the Sovereign, and then feeling guilty about it. It was like there was a standoff here, like the King of Pentacles, King of Wands reversed, and the Sovereign were all looking at the other person feeling guilty. The King of Pentacles reversed, manipulative and ungrounded, sad, and the King of Wands reversed, his world upside down. The Sovereign prefers the authentic as opposed to the act, and the Divine Masculine sad, unable to find peace about it, or with a very unhappy group here. And that was at 11:04, which is Justice and the Emperor. So the Queen of Cups reversed with the world upside down, possibly screwed up and unable to find peace about it. The Knight of Wands busy running back to reap rewards, while the King of Pentacles reversed and that King of Wands reversed and that Sovereign confront the guilty party. Like I said, it could be two men and an older child perhaps also confronting the Queen of Cups reversed. And maybe another child, a younger child, busy at the time, so they weren't involved. The King of Swords, in a bold move or traveling, hanging out, being wise with new love, self-love, and reaping rewards of the divine feminine's heart, not sharing, debt, scam, or inequity of the Emperor, inspired to break up, or is just without affection of the Page of Wands child, or without affection in general. The King of Swords driving to hang out with new love, or to offer love to reap rewards with the divine feminine's heart, to correct an imbalance. The Emperor inspired in need of affection or lover, an announcement of a breakup perhaps. Suffering in silence or all stressed out about their past or childhood or difficult kids, and the Empress holding on loosely, stable, moderate, saving and grounding, perhaps skating on thin ice with the Empress due to the past, or Empress is at the salon treating herself, or the heat is on to be more practical, or needs to save more for a house. Forgiving and learning comes up here, and beneath that was love yourself first. Putting it out there, or man touching butts and boo-boos. Harsh truth of split lies, BS, of no cuffs, no arrest, no rehab, or hospitalization. Defenseless to advances or energies and letting others get their way, clearly not rejecting when he should have, without a leg to stand on now, spying and no message, immature words, mentally or communication skills, or lying to get away with stupid stuff, especially when healing others who are a glutton for punishment. Looking back at moments with the divine feminine, flowers, gifts, hugs, bending over to see something, wishing they could undo it all, and then new beginnings comes up, which is number 1, and underneath it, self-discipline, which is the 41 again, which is the Ace of Cups. And also in the first read, all of the numerology cards were orange, so very much the sacral chakra. Oh, and I could tell you something about that as well. 1137 is Justice and the King of Cups. So the Page of Cups with a message of love, clearly suffering in silence and starting over in love. Looking back at the injustice and evil manipulation of Libra reversed, Virgo, or Gemini reversed, or Aries reversed, throwing sunshine, a shooting star under the bus, or stairs, bars, or justice system. Exposed beams, a bird of each color and shade, going away, or from the past, and the evil magician manipulator who collects throwing stars and jars of hearts. Viking ship keeps coming back, Chinese and grass, the injustice of manipulation, without the tools to deal with it, or loss of tools in divorce or injustice. Innocent love and dumping the Holy Grail, clearly, slowly killing Rapunzel in the E-Tower, suffering in silence or stressed out about it. The magician reversed, karma of breakup or no affection, holding on loosely, saving and grounding, being moderate but without a message or good word, indicating a new beginning. The recent past is the Two of Swords reversed with new information, or clarity comes in throwing you off balance. All right, so new information might come in now, throwing the masculine off balance. Inspired by destiny with the Queen of Pentacles, or the Page of Wands feels like a teen again, feeling really excited about a date, or destiny with the Queen of Pentacles, sunshine, high energy, happiness, exposing all, about depression, loss of hope in achieving dreams, or an Aquarius reversed, needing a decision now that all the information is in. A Libra, Leo, and Aquarius reversed here. Unable to sleep and rising above, or well rested and waking up to come out aligned with desires. Not working or overworking, but coming out of isolation, preparing for a new life, saving or holding back money, time, and energy, and perhaps playing ball. The foundation is the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, free from the Emperor, offering new passion, or third energy, out of lessons learned in exile, abandonment, injury, illness, or left behind out in the cold, homeless, hungry, with broken heart, separation, surgery, or raining on the Emperor's parade, never wanting to disappoint your abuser, who can't live without you, but never gives you a kind word. And that was at 1154, Justice and the Page of Swords, the message. The wounded warrior on their last leg. Hopefully this is the last of it. At 1155, Justice and the Truth, Excalibur, the Ace of Swords. Freeing self from victim mentality, never wanting to disappoint the Emperor, or broken heart is weighing heavy on the Emperor's head. Centrally is the alchemy, card upright, a higher love. With clarity in, the wounded warrior in difficult and uncomfortable feelings and holding their tongue or lashing out, as the magician reversed, insecure and without tools to deal with it, or just without tools. The challenge being the Queen of Cups reversed, not using their intuition or that their secret is out. The Queen of Swords speaks up about breakup and lover or no lover and lack of affection, and starting over in love, dumping all lesser loves of the past out on the Hermit reversed, or Virgo reversed, Pisces reversed, and Taurus reversed, or starting over, coming out with a secret, and divorce or spirituality or alternative practices. The King of Swords in his truth as the Devil's Wave or Capricorn man, standing in the truth of his addiction or codependency, feeling insecure and manipulative. No competition or lost a game, or the fight is over with nasty words, or no news or message, the silent treatment. And silence is golden here. Dumping emotional attachments, fantasies, no longer hurting each other, and inspired to romance in a bold move as the Bull exits left in a sudden jealous rage, and the Queen of Swords, War Widow, is starting over, expressing a lot of back and forth, or suddenly cutting the wheat from the chaff. An energetic exchange or fast-paced communication or travel, unable to express the right words of love. The Knight of Cups offering love to Taurus reversed, and for me sometimes those cards can also mean the moon sign. So Taurus reversed can mean the moon sign of the person. But Knight of Cups offering love to Taurus reversed, to divorced or spiritual person refusing to walk away, or offering love to break contract or marriage, religion or establishment in uncomfortable emotions, or no longer comfortable around their energy. Or Cancer suddenly speaks out about finding the right words or expressing love and passion to children on Valentine's Day, or them to you to make you feel better, but making you feel guilty for not having gotten them anything. Emotionally detaching or cleaning out at work, needing help from a friend, inspired to make some extra money, and suddenly cut off because they're talking too much at 12:43. That's the Hangman and the Three of Cups coming together with friends perhaps. Needing to focus on two different things, but both with loving intent, needing to ground and integrate each other's energies, but may not resonate at first. Not a typical commitment, more flexible, outside the box. And now for the masculine, the Ace of Pentacles reversed, post the full moon and rainbow bridge, to end family cycle while keeping everyone happy, looking back as moving or traveling or visiting a friend. Foolish tripping up or out the door or kicked out to get a wish, or for drinking, with partying, celebrating with the evil magician reversed, or negative acquaintances and got carried away, the time got away from you or them, right? So somebody got in trouble coming home, or we're out too late, or drinking with friends, that kind of thing. Or falling on face from grace and lacking faith, in hindsight, now happy about painful ending, back pain, or betrayal, because now you're happy, the masculine's happy, and getting wish coming together to co-create in joy or with a positive group. Ending pain and emotional cycle, and happy at work and coming together socially, preparing for a new life. A dark high priestess reversed without the keys or returning keys, or a realtor dropping the keys off, not using intuition or the secret is out, or she's blabbing her mouth to people. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Wands upright, which can be two kids, or acting like she needs help in order to get him to give her another chance or date. The Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor both with some expression, or with the same expression, and looking in the same direction, she with her right arm bent and he with his left arm bent, she holding up her breast and he leaning on a table that belongs to the trophy wife. Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio come up here. The Dark Priestess reversed with the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Wands upright, and Cancer, Queen of Pentacles, and Scorpio, Emperor, headed towards the Three of Pentacles, co-creating a big love, if the Dark Empress would kindly move out of the way or driveway. Or the Emperor and the Empress with a big love for work, with jealousy between the Pisces reversed and or Queen of Pentacles Aries, or Taurus or Cancer, and a Queen of Swords Gemini or Pisces, and Scorpio there, or acting like kids at work. And this is like all related to work stuff. The Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, Empress, and Queen of Swords not talking to each other as the Dark Priestess reverse picks up or drops keys off with kids misbehaving. Okay, so this can also be moving the location of your business, or dealing with family issues and some kind of disconnect, and so people aren't speaking to each other. At 106 is the Magician and the Lovers, the injustice of a move. At 107, the Magician and the Chariot, the injustice of a move, instability, or an end of marriage, and in need of help with imbalance of sharing work between the Page of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which can be two kids or two adults acting like kids, or the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor are being stubborn or on strike or never learning their lessons. At 109, the Magician and the Hermit. Post-war PTSD and or looting in a never-ending story, post-death or dead tired, refusing to allow the changes to happen, defenseless to energies and attacks and holding back money, time, and energy, or saving for a new life, or defenseless to great riches of the Empress and unending activities, passion or lust, overriding the innocence and love of sovereign divine feminine's heart at the E-Tower and Trinity place of work, or an Empress threatening to take his work away from him or destroy his reputation if he leaves. Soon is the higher self reversed, no intuition of the Queen of Wands in disconnect or breakup from a group, with the High Priestess reversed or the Hermit reversed and the Hierophant reversed, or coming out with a secret of divine marriage, alternative beliefs, or divorce or breaking contract with religion or group. Virgo reversed, Pisces reversed, and Taurus reversed right here. They're coming up like in groups of threes. Not seeing eye to eye or face to face, expressing feelings or energy exchange or arrows of love, or sudden fast-paced communication or travel, sudden events, one right after the other, or an epiphany of good news, success, or leading the way on journey and back in the saddle again. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, he doing all the expressing or communication, and she looking away, moving on, getting all the attention or doing the legwork, seeing her adoring fans. Sudden earthquake or divide, parting of the seas or the ways. He wants unconditional love and she wants attention and uncomfortable expressing love and emotion. He is the hangman with a right knee block perhaps, or that's how he sees himself, or there may be some tenderness in his right knee. Release from prisoner or prison, anxiety or fear without option, but to take a risk and get out of Dodge. There's an opening here to make an escape. Judgment, announcement, or wake-up call to hang out, be wise, and see new perspectives and dump things that don't resonate. At 124, which is the Magician and the Queen of Wands. At 125, the Magician and the Knight of Wands. There's reconciliation here, honeymoon, make an effort, and wedding, that this situation involves marriage. Perhaps advertising to wake up and hang out, to dump emotions, perhaps a yard sale, or cutting out activities to save money. I'm losing my voice here there too. Around him or how he is seen, the King of Swords or Master of Ceremonies, the King of Cups awake and rising to the task, the Knight of Cups and Page of Cups to carry more weight, the King of Cups supporting them to do more chores or allowing them to work, or the King of Cups awoke this morning to the noise of the kids cleaning upstairs. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the Page of Cups with an open heart, deeming it a weakness according to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy. So deeming like that pure innocent love of a child, maybe can deal with it with a child, but anyone who's an adult who's like that, there's something wrong with them. Like that's the block he needs to clear. Or the Leo or ego out of control in ego death, the Page of Cups is the dream family, and the Queen of Wands insecure about that, perhaps worried about insecurities and having the tools to deal with ego of large or wealthy family or business, or the Queen of Wands is insecure that her child might like someone else's family better than hers. And Scorpio upright was coming up here, as well as Virgo reversed, Gemini reversed, or Leo reversed. Self-love comes up for the masculine. In disconnect of a love relationship, no more spying or third parties or paranoia, just self-love. A big new flame and passion ignited with sovereign divine feminine's heart at the E-Tower and Trinity, and the Page of Cups and Knight of Cups, kids offering love to the Hierophant or Taurus reversed, which is uncomfortable for the Hierophant reversed due to the King of Cups and the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands not walking away, spying and fighting in disconnect or the disconnect. A new passion or flame, there's only one, in split with Taurus reversed or Hierophant reversed, or group of the Hermit, High Priestess, and Hierophant, all three reversed. In a bold move, to move, travel, or ascend, with the Page of Cups and Knight of Cups, in divine marriage that may be uncomfortable at first. Or a sovereign dealing with his mother or ex and mother-in-law, with always too much to say back and forth, or jealous people at work. The Queen of Wands disconnecting from water and earth energies. Or jealous Queen of Swords encourages the Page of Cups and Knight of Cups to help the Hierophant reversed or Taurus reversed who has difficulty moving, right? That could be a mother too, who needs help in a move. Preparing for new life, to clear debt or imbalances, inequitable relationships, and looking back as the past drama gets smaller with the Queen of Pentacles at the E-Tower and workplace of the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy, and the King of Cups. The patient angel taking one step at a time, aligning with desires, to offer a big new love, loving self first. When passion is too strong, it causes imbalance, distortion of looking back, going back, or living in the past, with the Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy, living in someone else's shadow, and now coming out, the King of Cups, unconditional love, climbing out of the dark after stubborn and refusing to leave or to change or to move. The King of Pentacles reversed is released from prison and boldly moving forward with a final judgment, announcement, or wake-up call. The Nine of Wands, wounded warrior, hangman, King of Swords upright, with the clarity of alchemy, a higher love, and challenged by the Queen of Cups reversed, with the secret out, with their open heart, holding back money or new life for big passion, flame, or great riches of the flame, and knocking him off balance in the past. The Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and unconditional love at 155 to 56. Which is the truth, and then the Two of Swords, being in your knowing or pretending not to know. So here in the Mason's questioning, is it possible to actually have all of that? Karma or karmic judgment, announcement or call for clarity of insecurities. The wounded warrior aspires to the alchemist, a higher love. Great riches of the soul, challenged by the Queen of Cups reversed and hanging out with right knee block with their secret out, or needing to use intuition with their new passion, third energy, or flame. The King of Swords cracks his heart open wide to accept love from the Knight of Cups flame, knowing it will be hard work at first, rebalancing the past with the Queen of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, and that Ten of Pentacles family or business or legacy, and the King of Cups unconditional love, patient angel, aligning to offer and or accept that new love. Okay, so that was the first read, guys. And I want to go right into the second read for you. Get this one thing back on here. Okay, so read number 2 was at 6:06 to 6:08. I completed it. The SIRIAN STARSEED deck was cut at 5:45, that being the Hierophant and the Five of Cups, which could be grieving, but also not letting go, the Y in the road. The 6:06 is very much about love and the lovers, and the 6:08 being the Strength card, and also doing the dance between the masculine and feminine and staying balanced. This read in front of you now is the one we're on. Read major arcana of Reason, which is the Emperor, the Wheel, Justice, and Indigo, which is the Magician. Before this read, we had the Higher Self and Tower. And after the read, Karma also came up, as well as Alchemy. Karma's Judgment, Alchemy is the Magician. Not the Magician, the Temperance card. We had 1 cup, 3 pentacles, 2 swords, and 1 wand here. The court cards were Knight of Cups. And that was the only main card. We also had the Page of Pentacles come up afterwards, and the 9 of Pentacles. Also the 9 of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, was in the read, but it's not really a court card. But just the 9 of Cups was the big player there. And then the numbers and the code line were all about rebirth, and the number 2, which is the High Priestess, and just partnerships in general. And then the numbers we had 1321, which is death and the world, which are both ending cycles. 99, which is another ending cycle. It's also about compassion, endings, universal selflessness, and the collective consciousness. 11 is the justice energy. 22 is the fool. 88 is the two twins standing side by side doing the dance between their own masculine and feminine, and then they combine into one as they turn into the infinity symbol on its side. 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door, but it also represents the 4 quarters of the story, of the play, of the game, of the seasons, the year. And the 89, and then the 48. 89 I always see as the reflection of human temperature, 98. 48 is the 8 of Cups, walking away, the 28 of the twins, 12 of the Hangman, 23 of the King of Wands, 45 of the 5 of Cups, and 68 is the Page of Pentacles. So here, all about rebirth for the masculine. And the message was about the feminine and her telepathy today, or television, right? Her ability to connect telepathically, but also the heart connect, and also the etheric realm connects. So there's different ways of connecting. And the temperature of the gods, right? The feminine, when she's connecting with the masculine, raising the temperature, like to the temperature of the gods, of 2 thoughts, 2 minds, and the divine rebirth of the divine masculine. So just some quick things that came up online were Beverly Owen, who was Marilyn on the Munsters, which I haven't thought about her in forever. Staff and contracts and addresses of Ames, Iowa. And then NASA came up from, it started with I, and it seemed like there was a space between I space and then lowercase f with a parenthesis and the dash NASA. And it was from history.nasa.gov, and it had to do with load factors and heating rates. And the temperature heat load, the final one was 24,142.7, which I loved because it was 24 and then 1 and then reflecting 42, which is the Queen of Wands and the 2 of Cups, and then the Magician in the middle, and then the 0.7, the 7, of course, being that magical spiritual number. And it was like the max loads being all between 5s and 6s, which is that sweet spot that I always talk about. Also, a list of colors, A through F, came up. Amazon.com Prime Videos came up about the Philadelphia Eagles, which was strange. It was just random. And then some other just random websites were coming up as headers. G2G, 2, TWOO, Mope, MOPE.io, and YouTube and Yahoo both came up there. So also the ETs, your extraterrestrials, and that could be entertainment tonight as well. Creating temperature. This is funny how Spirit does this sometimes. They're really funny. Creates the temperature rise, right? So the connection between the masculine and feminine, which can very much be a sexual energy. And then to get me to what they were trying to joke about, they got me to foot he, right? So the foot of masculine is going to be a bigger foot, right? Bigfoot. And what is the Bigfoot reference for masculine? So it's pretty funny how they bring me around to these little jokes. So the ET creates that temperature rise for his big foot, and God in their knowing keeping to self with the divine IV for the divine masculine's rebirth. So the feminine is basically the IV medicine for the masculine. So getting right into this read is the Knight of Cups upright, and it's just 3333 right now. So the Knight of Cups upright in their higher self, which is the feminine, right? The masculine and feminine are each other's higher self. Exchange energy suddenly or have sudden epiphanies in bonding to recover from exile. The Knight of Cups offering love. Oh, before I start this really too, I want to tell you this. I did a meditation to send some energy to my masculine today. It was around 5:05, a little after 5. And it was actually 23 minutes exactly, which is that King of Wands energy. And I wasn't expecting anything, just wanted to send some energy. And as soon as I got relaxed enough, because I had a lot of stress in me, like nervous stress in me all day today. And I had a friend come over to do me a favor. And we were actually doing each other a favor by doing it. But anyway, and I don't know if it was her energy in the house bringing up that nervous energy in me since I'm empathic, or it was just my twin. But either way, I couldn't release it all day. So I did this meditation to release it and send my twin some energy and love for today. And as soon as I was completely relaxed and my energy started coming in, because I'm very clairsentient, so I was connect energetically with my twin very easily as far as feeling. And but what I didn't expect, as soon as I was relaxed, I saw a tiger walking toward me. And we were just talking about the white tiger. So a tiger starts walking toward me as I'm lying down doing my meditation. And he's just walking to me very slowly, like he's tired and worn out. And he stops, and then he kind of, like one paw at a time, just comes a little closer, like a little apprehension there, and then lays his head upon my tummy. So it was very sweet. But he was an orange-colored tiger, and I'm like, I thought you were a white tiger. And he says, well, I am a white tiger, but my sacral energy is a little bit activated, and that's orange, so it was a pretty funny joke. So there's a lot of love coming through that, and I wanted to bring up that orange joke because the first read had all orange numerology cards in it. So this second read here again, the higher self exchanging energy suddenly, or a sudden epiphany, bonding to recover from exile. The Knight of Cups offering love. The Devil or Capricorn offers truth to end conflict, battle, competition, games, and standing up to others, and for self, offering new life or perhaps money to a sharing of energy, expressing feelings and arrows of love. Taking the high ground over the Devil and or Capricorn person, offering truth and new life, sharing feelings as opposed to suppressing them. The truth given by Twin in the past about sharing energy and feeling him every day. The Page of Pentacles, suffering in silence and giving too much with nothing in return, recovering from exile, abandoned, left behind in the cold, injured or ill, and now up to bat and took the hit. One for the team, so he wouldn't have to. Stuffing things in the closet and shelves in the dugout to put gloves and such, boots and backpacks, never realizing he's been hiding in the closet since Little League or swinging at the ranch, left behind to die, blocking destitution and homelessness completely from his mind, taking a swing in the country, or left out of the block party, left out of the group, paying debt to society, made an example of at 654, which is the Lovers and the Page of Swords, spreading the word, the message. So then a cluster of numbers came up again, and it was being reduced to 23-5, so that 23 and the King of Wands was coming up again, and or 35-8, which is the Wounded Warrior, the Mary Magdalene energy. And then I was getting block 5 and then cell 3 or 5. So someone literally may have had to deal with prison before. So at 655, which is the Lovers and the Truth, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords, offering love and spreading the word. Lovers out, and of course it's Valentine's Day. And the Page of Pentacles with an opportunity, an invite, student or earth child, to an opportunity to connect with the King of Pentacles reversed. But he's reversed, he's got nothing to give, and the Empress reversed here. So it could be like children giving a gift to the parents, but the parents have nothing to give them in return. Or just messages that they've sent, but maybe they don't have time, or they're just not in the right mood to send any messages back. And then deception comes up, and beneath that was free yourself. Sunshine, child outside with uniform colors or tan from being out in the sun. The Empress reversed with a mess around the house, and the King of Pentacles reversed doesn't care anymore. And this could be a mother, son, and a grandchild here. The Page of Pentacles forced to learn their lesson, and the Two of Swords upright, refusing to see something beautiful, pretending not to see or care at 7 o'clock, and that was coming up as 007. Chariot with two bulls going in opposite directions, reflecting lack of interest in being chained together. Stubborn bulls refuse to be told what to do, dreams dashed and depressed, loss of hope, refusing to heal, or sunlight. And the Knight of Cups comes in with an offer of love again. Like hot wax on the ribs, cramping up the muscles but supporting the heart at the same time. As the bull exits and the Knight of Cups enters, or the Divine Masculine has a stable and is choosing which one he feels like poking today, or a tickle perhaps, rolling glue off of credit cards, or wax left all over the bathroom or on living room table, or stubborn kids, one depressed and the other too sexual, Perseverance comes up as number 4, the Emperor, and beneath it, forgiveness, number 96. All blue and green and gold there in this read for the numerology cards. Blue, green, and gold, so the heart and throat chakras along with the gold of the Christ consciousness. The cords also being blue, green, and gold. The King of Pentacles reversed, a fool at work with third-party gossip or negative group or influences or bad influences. Not aroused or unable to perform on more than one occasion in the aftermath of sudden explosion, eruption, epiphany, or frustrated and unable to control sexual energies or creative energies with leaving home, visiting with others, or moving or leaving a marriage. And then I was getting, it's out of his hands, which led, of course, into, it's out of my hands, it's out of my hands, right? So it goes to Michael Jackson. To think for 2 years she was here and I took her for granted. I was so cavalier. Now the way that it stands, she's out of my hands. So I've learned that love's not a possession, and I've learned that love won't wait. Now I've learned that love needs expression, but I learned too late. She's out of my life. She's out of my life. Damned indecision and cursed pride kept my love for her locked deep inside, and it cuts like a knife. She's out of my life. Resisting temptation, creating instability, the Knight of Cups offers love, passing it on to the Empress reversed, and then back to the Knight of Cups again, persevering again. The Queen of Swords reversed, refusing to give up on love, even if it's uncomfortable, due to pride, because that is forgiveness. The recent past is the destiny of another word, with the Divine Feminine. And the King of Wands reversed at 726, which is the Chariot and the Page of Wands. The Sovereign breaking patterns or stuck without peace, and the Page of Wands upright, inspired by uncomfortable emotions or refusing to walk away. At 727, which is the Chariot and the Ace of Wands, the foundation is the reason reverse. So there's no reason or rhyme. Or this could be the Emperor out of control or abusing their power, or the Emperor losing control can always be an older person too, right? Losing their mind because they're getting old. But the Three of Cups and justice in a group without option but to hold up the Knight of Cups, offering love to reap rewards of injustices of unworthiness. The Emperor reversed out of control without options but to allow joy and love and not fight injustice of abuse of power, but just ego death, to allow it to just die on its own. The central energy is the Eight of Pentacles, playing with crystal and shower, which was another funny that they were making, right? Because now your new body is crystalline, so if a guy is playing with his crystal in the shower, it was pretty funny. With their new crystalline body, so it's like the masculine's awakening to who they really are. The Page of Wands inspired to grease the wheel and accept a leap of faith and open heart. Feeling like he's getting away with something, getting unconditional love, unable to find peace about it, and challenged by the Two of Swords and staying sane. The Emperor reversed and 10 of Cups, emotional cycle ending, ego death or abuse of power, sunshine kids, and full exposure to depression, post-war PTSD, and looting perhaps with the Queen of Wands reversed. Looking back at night, being present in the full light of the moon, and wishing he could see the stars during the day. A sudden event, epiphany, or suddenly no peace at all of a sudden, the night, so it's like all of a sudden at nighttime, the masculine gets a second wind of inspiration, and then he awakens or gets a light bulb moment in releasing from prison of energy stealing. So all of a sudden he gets a realization about something. Death be not proud, Dark Knight, Hierophant, and King of Pentacles reversed, dumping emotional attachments to the Three of Pentacles, place of co-creation, letting go to repair, fix, or mend with the Two of Cups, partnerships, or soulmates at 747, which is the Chariot, and the Seven of Cups, which is synchronicities and heaven in their eyes, and of course options and choices. Can be confusion at times. Or Scorpio and Cancer, Taurus and Leo, King of Pentacles reversed, perhaps with Aquarius in his chart reversed. And now the Ace of Pentacles upright, time for a new life, ending emotional and or family cycle, letting go to repair, fix, mend, and amend while things are slow, and the chariot's on the go, to raise Excalibur to those who would come against him. A shallow victory, moving the wounded warrior, sad to leave, or feeling guilty, leaving the wounded, of patients or people in need of help, to go on and make themselves happy. The King of Wands reversed, without affection, or awakened to their manifestation abilities of playing the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, or having fallen short, or holding back desires, feeling unworthy of love and tenderness, of physical reunion with the Queen of Cups, or the Dark Empress, with the worst over, working hard, the Empress older and getting weak, or leaning on the truth of ego death, or a Leo out of control, or the dog getting away and it was her fault. So like this could be somebody's mother, or it can be a partner as well. Or getting Leo to do her dirty work for her. With the Ten of Pentacles, family and or business, legacy, and that can be a combination of both. It's like the masculine saying, well, for someone who's got 10 of Pentacles, it's no sweat for them. It's easy. They can just pay for everything they need. Having a hard time moving, with a family dumping emotional baggage on him, sweating, dehydrated, and peeing too much, or 10 of Pentacles family makes him want to gag, or all crying and purging it out, or being dumped or dumped on two different timelines. And that's at 8:05, which is Strength and the Hierophant. So 8:05, soon is injustice, divorcing or Libra reversed, dumping activities or stuff, and grounding and integrating an offer of love. Post-war, with the Queen of Wands reversed and the Emperor reversed. Separation, heartbreak of dark night, impatient or without patience at work. Or heartbreaking end with fallen angel, working and then aligning with lover suddenly. It's like a sudden alignment. He realized he's connecting with the divine feminine. The dark night eureka of twin, divine umbrella encompassing him. He sees himself as the indigo upright, in their knowing and keeping to self, at bat, but work took his bat away, or just locking it up, or going to a gathering at work or with kids, or building a house, or locking up plans after meeting with an architect. Released from prison, happy now with self, or at happy hour, rising above or awakening to come out, to Cancer, or in a bold move to move, travel, or ascend. Playfulness comes up, pay attention to the red flags, which has to do with signs and synchronicities. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. Flirt, you deserve love, and then engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Around the divine masculine, or how he might be seen, is the Three of Pentacles, the Trinity, the workplace or place of co-creation. Holding back an announcement, awakening to the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Good news, success on journey, leading way to the message of love. A Page of Cups child, perhaps, or on their way to connect with twin or kids with their mother now, or a child now aware of the twin flame journey. Clear blocks, masculines of the Four of Swords reversed, rising up, awakening, and connecting to work out the details while the Hermit sheds light on frustration or perceived inadequacy, or the inability to get up. Rebirth comes up here, but even more so for the masculine is domestic harmony, change, nature, and communication. No peace in sexual relationship with Sagittarius drinker with an attitude, or moody potion maker with white kiss hook or trigger. The wounded warrior suffering in silence, and a sister can come up here as well, giving too much to one who won't budge, stubborn, lazy, on strike, disabled, or unable to function, inequity of a relationship, scam, debt, etc., not sharing nicely. The wounded warrior discovering their psychic abilities. At the workplace, letting go to repair a soulmate relationship. The Knight of Swords reversed, holding their tongue. And the King of Swords, negative self-talk. And the Emperor reversed, recovering from exile, injury or illness, destitution, or putting their father in a home. Judgment and success, and leading the way to higher love, alchemy, with sovereign purging out that he dumped her, or tears of joy of a higher love, with the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles sovereign, or kids, patient and crying, with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, or Pisces and Taurus, or taking father to a religious place, a church, temple, synagogue, whatever it is, hospital or nursing home, and there is two people there waiting for them, a welcoming committee. The Knight of Cups without reason, indigo at work, destined to work with crystal, challenged by knowing and keeping to self the injustices of the awakening in the 5D, and a new life with the wounded warrior, with an opportunity to heed the call to action, leading the way to alchemize or experience the alchemical process with sovereign and purge together.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat?
Sorry. The Knight of Cups destined to move, and the Emperor reversed without reasoning abilities, working on a new life, and challenged by being unaware, the Indigo injustice at the workplace, and awakening to the wounded warrior judgment, with an opportunity to lead and be patient, or sovereign crying, and ending up here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant, right? So that can represent the masculine and the feminine, or it can represent, like I said, a lot of going to a nursing home where they have to put a parent in a home. But it's definitely kind of like this welcoming committee, the High Priestess and the Hierophant standing side by side there at the end. So that was at 8:35, which is Strength and the Wounded Warrior. Yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much it for that read, guys. I'm going to show you the cards before I forget to do that. It's 5118, the King of Swords and the Moon. And we were just talking about him standing out in the moonlight, wishing he could see the stars and the sun in the day. So there's the underlying energies. The Adept of Chalices or the Knight of Cups. Recent past is the Wheel of Fortune. The foundation here is Reason, which is the Emperor. And then the center energy is that 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Orbs or 2 of Swords is the challenge. The other underlying energies, and the crowning position is the Ace of Pentacles or crystals. And then we navigate here across the 4D bridge to Divine Justice, which was Injustice today. It was reversed. The masculine seeing himself as the Indigo or the Magician type energy. Around him is the 3 of Crystals, which was upright, the 3 of Pentacles. And the blocks he needs to clear us to do with the 4 of Orbs reversed. And then we come up here to the end at the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands is that final card. And you see the colors, they're all like blues to greens, and then the gold with the communication, and up here too, okay? So that last card is the Wounded Warrior, and then we had Judgment behind that. Then we had that Page of Pentacles, like realizing your psychic abilities after that. Then the 6 of Flames, the Alchemy card, these were all upright. And then the 9 of the 9 of Pentacles, the Sovereign's right there. And then the Ace of Cups, which was reversed actually. And that can be tears of joys or just tears because you're leaving a parent in a home, that kind of thing. All right, so there's the other underlying energies. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to do oracle cards today just because it's getting late. So make sure you drink your water, get your rest, you're enjoying your nature, and I hope you were pampering yourself today for Valentine's Day. I hope you had a wonderful day. Have a great day tomorrow. Every day is Valentine's Day. Yeah. I hope you guys had a great day. Rise and be loved, guys. I will see you later. Bye.